I can't get no satisfaction. I can't get no satisfaction.
What's up, guys? This is Super Mike. We want to go through it real quick. I'm going to play a video about being a victim. Because there's a lot of people out here think that something's wrong with black folks saying that we are victims. They think that it causes us to look weak. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get up. Peace to the people. Everybody in the sound of my voice. Peace, guys. Love and blessings. Sometimes we deal with these negative topics, but we got to go through some of this negativity to get to the positive, guys. Wake up. Good morning. All right, we about to get right to it. Yeah, hard for us to get satisfaction out here when we being attacked left and right, right? All right, so we back. Anyway, so the thing is, what we're trying to do now, I just messed up my whole setup because I went backwards, but it's okay. But
I'm gonna say this to not our U.S. Department, to not the city of Milwaukee, because we all know what to expect when it comes to this city. We've seen it time and time before Donald Trump. We've seen injustice. We know what injustice looked like. We've seen a department, the DOJ, we've seen them not do anything. They hide.
Body camera footage of Los Angeles police arresting a black man who was simply taking out the trash. TJ Holmes talked to Antone Austin and his girlfriend about the incident, and he joins us now with more. Good morning, TJ.
Good morning, Stray. And add now to the lexicon of hashtags, taking out the trash while black. We're about to show you video of an incident that took place nearly 2 years ago, but we're only seeing it now as part of a racial profiling lawsuit against the LAPD. Many parts of this you will find disturbing and chilling to hear police admit as they're arresting this man that we don't know who we're looking for.
You're hearing the desperate screams of Antone Austin, a black man who was simply taking out his trash when two Los Angeles police officers approached to arrest him. Relax! This newly released body cam footage shows part of the disturbing incident from May of 2019. The LAPD was responding to a domestic violence call. But police spot Austin from their vehicle taking out his trash and listen as they decide to approach him.
Roger. This dude? Probably. Turn around because I told you to. Turn around. What are you doing, bro? I live here. All right, we got a call. We got a... Okay, man. I don't know who I'm looking for yet. Come on, step. Turn around, man. What is your problem, dude?
You hear the officer admit he doesn't have a suspect description, but continues to arrest Austin, who continues to question the police. Tensions rise.
Michelle! Dude, what?
Traffic stop at BP.
Going back.
Felony traffic stop.
Put your hands out the window!
Felony traffic stop, 1836.
Put your hands out the window! Turn the vehicle off! Put your hands out the window!
How many occupants?
All units 1013.
How many occupants are in the vehicle?
What's going on?
How many occupants are in your vehicle?
It's only myself. Why are your weapons drawn? What's going on?
Open the door slowly and step out. Open the door.
I'm not getting out the vehicle. What's going on?
Get out the car. Open the door slowly and get out.
What's going on?
Get out of the car now. Open the door and get out the car.
Hold still. Hold. Keep your hands outside the window. Keep your hands outside the window.
My hands are right here. What's going on?
Get out of the car now.
Get out of the car.
What's
now.
going on?
Get out of the car now. Get out of the car now.
I'm serving this country and this is how I'm treated?
Yo, what? Guess what? I'm a veteran too. I'm gonna obey.
That's
Get
not-
out of the car.
What's going on?
Get out of the car now.
What's going on?
What's going on? You're fixing to ride the lightning, son.
I'm sorry, what?
Get out of the car now.
What's going
Get out
on?
of the car now. Get out of the car.
Sir, just get out the car. Work with us and we'll talk to you. Get out the car.
You received an order. Obey it.
I'm honestly afraid to get out. Can I?
Yeah, you
ask
should
what's
be.
going-
Get out.
What's
Get
going
out.
on? What
Get
did
out
I
the car.
do?
Get out now.
I have not committed any crimes
You're being stopped for a traffic violation. You're not cooperating at this point right now. You're under arrest
For a traffic-
You're being detained. Okay, you're being detained for
for a
obstruction of justice.
traffic violation. I do not have to get out the vehicle. You haven't even told
Really?
me why I'm being stopped.
Really?
Get your hands.
Get out of the car now. Get out of the car.
Get your hands off me,
Get out
please.
the-
Get your hands off me.
You know what?
Get your hands off me.
Not
Get
a
your
problem.
hands off me.
Back up
I
there.
didn't do anything. Don't do that.
Sir,
Get out of the car
Don't do
now.
that.
Hey, sir,
Get
Don't
out of
do
the car
that.
now.
Don't do.
look,
I'm trying to talk
get out.
to you.
Okay.
I'm trying to
I'm
talk.
gonna talk to
Get
you.
out.
Just get out of my
Relax.
car.
Can you please
Get out.
relax? Can
Get
you
out.
please relax?
Get out of the car right
I-
now.
This
Now.
is not how you treat a vet. I'm actively serving this country, and this is how you're gonna treat me.
Back up, Daniel.
I didn't do any.
Back up.
Whoa, hold on.
Back
What's going? Hold on. Watch it.
Air Force is deployed. Get out of the car. Get out of the car now. So we see that so the bottom line is what I played those for is the C. I mean, and of course we know we can play a lot more. We got children that's being pepper sprayed. You're being treated like Gestapo. You're also being censored. So the alternative voices, such as T West, brother T West, he had to go on Twitch. Brother T West is on Twitch now, which is interesting. Let's do it like this. I'm sorry. This thing just went crazy. All right, there he is. Yeah, Brother T West is on Twitch. They done censored the mess out of his whole entire channel.
Facebook, Google, YouTube, and Twitter. Contradiction of being private, the power piece, and public, making that money, companies.
Everybody should be checking out Afro Synergy.
Good morning to every one of you.
So they kicked Brother T West off of YouTube. So the bottom line is when you go out to try to get information, you can't even get any counter information. They only want you to have one narrative. When you only have one narrative, what choices do you have? Because you don't even know what options you have. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to share this last little video, and then that's going to be it for this stream. Let's see here. I'm sorry. Yeah, we just need to understand that if we need to play that card, go ahead and play it. We see how the Asians are playing it, right? We see how everyone knows how to play their victim card. You better play your card, because that's how it works out here.
Go ahead and play it. Guess what? The victim mode. There's a lot of people that like to tell black people, stop playing the victim. That's pretty interesting. Let's think about the victim. You know, there's power in being the victim, obviously, because in a society, the victim elicits support from others. The victim does. And the very people who tell you to stop playing the victim on one hand will tell you to stop persecuting other groups on the other hand. And then they brag about how much progress these groups are making past the black group. They'll tell black folks, stop playing the victim. What's wrong with you? Get up off your feet. Stop begging. Make it happen. That's what we're told on one hand. This is a dominant narrative. And on the other hand, the Asians are so much smarter. They're so much better, right? And now they're achieving so much more. They're the model minority, which I have no problem with Asians making advancement for themselves. But it seems like they're doing a really good job playing the victim. Seems like they're eliciting benefits and bargains with that victim mentality that they tell us not to use. The power of being a victim. Lil Nas X did a disgusting, horrible, satanic video. He did a horrible, satanic, bloodthirsty witchcraft shoe. And when he got the heat from the community, victim mode real fast. Victim. Well, you're taking our rights away. We should have the right to be who we are. We should have the right to get married. Nobody's stopping you. Just do what you want to do. I mean, I don't care what black people have been out there trying to stop. I mean, it's not many. If it's some. Victim mode. They play victim real quick. They turn victim. Because they have these circular arguments. They hate logic. And then they go straight to once they get you with the victim mode, if you sympathize, if you are human and they hit you with a little victim, and since you're human, you may sympathize and you may apologize and make clear that you are not in any way trying to shame them for their choice and their lifestyle. But you will not. This is your concern or that is your concern. The satanic references, the trafficking in this type of sexual innuendo and sexual messaging to minors. These are the type of things. Then they start coming up with the false equivalencies. Stop all kissing in public. Really? You know, see, people forget. Heterosex is normal. And it's a damn shame that we have to explain what normal is. It's a damn shame. But we can explain what normal is. Because without normal, life does not exist. Sorry. Genders, two genders should not exist. And this is now why you're going to get pushback. And the victim card is going to stop. It's going to stop. And, you know, my thing is, I don't want that to happen. Because it's not going to be me. Because I already know you got to, you know, it's not going to be good. Because these videos like Lil Nas X did, and the arguments that defend such behavior, such messaging, and you play these little word games. Well, you know, I know people are used to being persecuted, but, you know, the victim part of the persecution, because a lot of times you get persecuted and you get fair-minded people to step in and say, hey, you know, that's not fair. Let's be fair with all people. But, you know, when you guys, members of this LGBT community, y'all could, I mean, and it's not about what I'm saying. This is just human nature. You could, what happened in Rome? What happened in Greece? You had large amounts of the LGBT community, but they had not transferred. There was a cutting off. There was a point where there was a lowering. There was a going back into the closet time. A few thousand years, right? Not loud and proud of that. Of course it was happening. But, you know, like many say that King James was a member of the LGBT community. But it's a controversy because no one knows. It's not loud and proud. So, yeah, the victim mode, you know, it's just, it's kind of interesting. But when black people say we need reparations, when black people say, you know, we are victims of kidnapping, we are victims of medical experimentation, we are victims of, you know, sex trafficking, of human organ trafficking, rape, molestation, community resource deprivation. We victims too. We're victims of a lot. Crack epidemic, heroin epidemic, government sabotage. We're victims. Get over it is our response. That's what people say to black folks when we try to use our victim card. Yet these other communities are incentivized to use the victim card. And we're supposed to act like we don't see it though. We see. Yeah, we see. And you know, I just try to warn people, because guess what? I'm not surprised by anything simply because I have teachings, and the teachings that have been unfolding just as was taught, so I know these things are right. But a lot of you guys out there don't understand. Now, I don't have hatred for people who are victims of being in this community, LGBT community, because a lot of times if you felt that you were born a certain way, then a lot of times that is because of, we got a lot of gender-bending chemicals in the atmosphere. A lot of people don't want to hear certain logic, but that's what's out here. Gender-bending chemicals. So we know some of this stuff is going to happen. And then, of course, the propaganda. So we know there's going to be young people growing up with these type of propagandas and believing this stuff. So it's not about hating people, but at the same time, there's going to be a forceful effort to stop it. And what I'm saying here is, because human beings are only going to take so much. There's a law in nature called survival of the fittest. And when you start pushing, now if this community was at a marginal and was shown and seen as a marginal community, it wasn't in the face, it wasn't mainstream, I don't think many people would be concerned, period. I wouldn't be concerned. But we are getting this messaging, the Hollywood, everything is being made to be bigger. And we still know that the numbers of LGBT people are still extremely low. 2% of America, I think, is what I heard. So, was that 3,600,000 people? Maybe. Probably more, never know. Say it's 4 million. Relatively, in America, that's relatively low. It's a lot of people, but it's not like so big. But according to mainstream media, they're seeming like they want to try to increase these numbers. So what's going to happen is, in people, and then you're already dealing with a population decline. Somebody got to have the babies. I know some of y'all don't want babies, but y'all better step the fuck out the way and not get in the way and not be looked at as getting in the way of people who are trying to get the babies born. People got to have babies. And if you want to do what you want to do, you do what you want to do over there. Don't be advocating loudspeaker, don't have babies. See, that ain't, some of y'all gonna do that, but that ain't really good. Who cares about babies making that popular? Because you're gonna start getting problems. It's like, that's why I'm trying to tell people, just like with this abortion clinic thing, it doesn't turn out cool. And you guys are a serious, absolute, actual minority. And this is the same thing that happened. It's a pattern. And I'm just, that's all I can do. Because that victim mentality is not going to work. Because y'all going to get the black folk treatment after a while. You're going to be treated just like black folks. And then they ask, well, how could you from a marginalized community treat another marginalized group? This is victim talk. The world is what it is. See, the sympathy is going away. And guess what? Because what I'm hearing in their voices, what I'm hearing in the language and the talking points, what I'm hearing from them is basically this: you reject us, well, fuck all of y'all. I have no concerns about y'all. And so they revel, just like Lil Nas X. Somebody told me that he was told to go to hell, so he did a video to spite people about going to hell on a stripper pole. You see, when you do stuff like that, you get people to one up. Groups of people wants to one up you, and you can't sustain something like that. You can't sustain that. Can't sustain no battle like that. So I'm just saying, like, governors are coming out and they just want to hurt people. They want to hurt others as they feel like they were hurt. They were rejected. So they want everyone who is normal, I mean, to be straight, I mean, that's just normal. Regular, normal folks. You know, just regular people. People who have babies, people who engage in heterosexual, you know, behavior patterns. They want us to feel rejection. But guess what? They don't have the numbers for us to feel rejection. LGBT people don't have the numbers to cause heterosexual people to feel the rejection that they are feeling. They're trying to hurt everybody because they feel hurt. And that ain't gonna turn out good. So anyway, that's my rant. You know, hopefully I'm not offending some of y'all, but guess what? I didn't say nothing. If you offended by anything I said, that's your problem. If you want to say something, go ahead and question me. But it's not intended to hurt you. It's actually intended to warn you. You know, stop poking the bear. Just do your thing. Nobody's trying to stop you from doing your thing. Nobody's stopping you from doing your thing. And if you want to fight and advance something that destroys or is seen to destroy people's kids, because people have a right to want to encourage their children to have a certain behaviors. People have the right to do that. 8-year-olds don't know what the hell they want it to be when they, you know, they don't know. People have a right to shield their children from these sexual ideas. And if you don't think so, then I hope you're I hope you are offended. If you don't think that's true, if you don't think people have a right to shield their children from sexual innuendo and to guide their children, I hope you are offended by what I said. All right, peace.